Hi guys, it is now Friday. I think it's been another week since I did a post, and I meant to do one before I left. We're actually in California right now, and it's a gorgeous place, but I had the worst 3 days of, I don't want to say my life, but they were really bad days and they just got better this morning. And I was gonna do a video yesterday, but it was a really busy day. We were flying from Toronto. We got up, I think, just after 4 o'clock in the morning, and then got all ready, got on the plane, got here. My husband had some events to go to that we went to with him, and I was just dying, so I didn't get to making a video, but I thought I should be honest because I've been honest so far and tell you where I was at. So I was doing really well with the die-off. I didn't really have anything, and I literally had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and I went and I was telling the doctor, like, oh my gosh, it's been pretty good, like I haven't had any crazy die-off or anything, and anyway, we had the conversation. He was really happy with the results of the blood work and everything, saying that there was a lot less fungus that he could see, and based on the fact that I'm less bloated and I had less headaches, which I literally did, and I think I mentioned that in one of the previous posts, like my headaches haven't been very bad at all this month, but that day that I went to the doctor on Tuesday, I actually did have a headache. So I told him, I said I haven't had really any headaches, and he's like, that's really good. Like, he felt really encouraged about that, and the bloating was, I told him it's definitely better than normal, so he was happy. I let him know that my right side was still really sore, and he said that's okay. Most likely the pains in your joints will take a bit longer than it would just for like straight Candida. We have to figure out, it could be related to parasites or other things. So sorry, it's really late for me right now. So okay, so he was really happy, and he was very excited about the headaches not being there and everything, and so he gave me a prescription for the highest dosage, which is 1,000. Okay, so I thought it was 100,000, like 250. No, I just thought it was milligrams, not 100,000. But I'm going to 1,000,000 milligrams. This is my next one. So 750 was 750,000, not 750. But anyway, that's the highest dose he does, I think. And that's what I'm going to be on for 2 weeks. But he told me, because we were away for about 6 days while we're here in California, and he said, I don't recommend doing that high dosage while you're away, so just finish what you have, and then you'll do the rest when you get home. So I was kind of reluctant to do that, but because, well, not because. So what happened is, that day I had a headache, and I thought it was because I started my period, because I do get period headaches. I just do. I never used to, but since my son was born, like I guess 4 years ago now, I get bad headaches just before I start and sometimes just after I finish. So I had already started, but I thought maybe it's hormonal and just like my hormones doing whatever. So that's what I checked it to, and the doctor was really happy, so everything was good. The headache from that day didn't stop. I went home, headache, 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 all night, headache, headache, woke up with headache, headache all day that day, which was Wednesday, because Tuesday was my appointment. So Wednesday all day, headache. And then started packing, didn't do too much. And then Wednesday, all night, all day, headache. Tried Advil, nothing. And then we were leaving Thursday, so I packed everything up on Wednesday. I literally felt like I was dying. Like it was migraine level headache. And then on Thursday morning, woke up, still, actually even worse. Like, I can't even explain it. The headache was so crazy. It was so intense on the side of my head that my eyes would just, this eye mostly, would just start just dripping water, like leaking. Like I was crying, but I wasn't crying. It was crazy. So I can't say with 100% certitude that it was a die-off. I don't know. But I've never had a 3-day headache / migraine ever. Usually the longest is 2 days, even with my period. So I think it was die-off, and I kind of feel like I was just too cocky at the doctor's office saying, oh, I've not had any die-off, like I've done really well on the medicine, and like I haven't really cheated on the diet and everything and all this stuff. And then I think, you know, sorry, I'm so tired. Sorry. I just think that all of that, you know, cockiness caught up with me. Well, really, it's probably the medicine, but that's the alternative, is that it was just the medicine, and I really was feeling die-off. But now I'm a week off of the medicine, and when I get back on the high dosage, I'm really, really nervous. I'm really scared that it's going to be horrible. It's going to be painful, because that was really, 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 really bad. Like, honestly, you guys, like, I was a mess. I was a mess. Yesterday was just not good. And I feel bad for my husband because he had to deal with me all day. And by the end of the day, I literally had 0 patience and 0 will to do anything. And even now, like, I can see that my eyes just look, you know, if I feel like that looks good, right? It's all about the lighting, guys. Ooh. But like this, if I put, like, look how tired I am. You see that? You can see it. I can see it. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. It was brutal. The pain was just so crazy, and it would not stop. It was 3 days with no 5-minute breaks. Like, crazy. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. I don't know if it was related to the medicine, or if it was just hormones, or if it was just luck of the draw, but I think it was medicine related. Now I'm done. I took my last one yesterday until next week. So, excuse me. It's good and bad. But the doctor said it was good because you kind of, like, you're tricking your body into thinking it's over now, and then, like, you could just, like, no, we're not done yet. We're still fighting. And it catches it off guard. So we'll see. Anyway, I should let you go. I just wanted to update you and tell you the honest to God truth of what's been going on, and that's what's been going on. It has been brutal for the last 3 days. Brutal. And I hope you don't have to go through that. But I also hope that if it really is Candida overgrowth, that whatever I went through was a sign that things are working and things are changing. And based on what the doctor said when he saw the blood work, he seemed to be happy. So, fingers crossed. Oh my god. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. It's not even 9 o'clock here, but we are 3 hours behind. So last night Noah went to bed at about this time, 9 o'clock California time, which is like midnight, and he was up at 3:30 in the morning this time. So he went to bed at midnight this time and up at 9 o'clock this time and up at 3:30 in the morning this time. Or basically he went to bed at 9 o'clock at night and got up at 6:30 in the morning. So he slept 9.5 hours. I mean, it's not horrible, I guess, but it just seems so short for a little guy, you know? He should get like a good 12 hours sleep. Anyway, he's asleep now. He's beside me. It's been here for a while. With our little waters on the desk here, and me. My husband is out at an event for work. So anyway, thanks for catching up. And if you're going through your journeys with Candida, don't give up. There are days where I want to, and I certainly have cheated on this trip. Not a ton, but if there's like a little bit of sauce or a little bit of dressing on something, I'm keeping it on. And I've really enjoyed it, so that's really good. And today I had two and a half vodka sodas by the pool, and it was amazing. We were by the hot tub because it's kind of cold here. It was about I think 15 or so degrees, and when the sun was out it was nice and warm. When the sun would go away it was kind of cold, but in the hot tub it was amazing, and Noah had a fun time. He went down the side with his dad, and there's a pool and it's kind of heated, so they went in there and then we went in the hot tub. So overall life is good, but yeah, the last 3 days were horrible, and I think it's medicine related, and I'm really nervous to do the 2 weeks. I have 14 days of the 1,000,000 milligram dosage, and I do not want to go through these headaches again. I really, 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 really don't. I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I will make it. I guess I don't really have a choice. But yeah, I felt like I was dying. I said this out loud to my husband, and I don't want to like hurt anyone's feelings or ruffle any feathers, but this is just my perception and how I felt in the moment. I'm just telling you. To be honest, I thought to myself, I think death is not as painful as this. I feel like 3 days of just non-stop pain is like, it can't be like that. Like, I don't know, in my mind death would be peaceful, and that's probably a horrible thing to say because lots of people don't have peaceful deaths, but I don't know, that's my perception, that it's a natural thing for us to pass on to the next stage of life, death, life, whatever, and that it shouldn't be a crazy, like, painful time in life. Certainly not a 3-day painful experience. But what do I know? I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Anyway, I don't wish that upon any of my enemies. It was bad, but I made it out. I didn't think I was. I was ready to go, like, to emerge or like call some doctors. Like, I thought maybe I had something in my brain that was going off, like a tumor, like something crazy. It was so bad, and I get migraines all the time, and this was something on the next level. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and very different from my last video where I thought, oh, everything's good, I haven't had any die off, but that's that. Anyway, guys, hang in there, don't give up, you will feel better, and you got this. And comments below, questions below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Good night.